Yeah, we here. Y'all know what's going on. It's your boy Jock City. Street Soldier Saturdays. We here. OG, Head DiBiase is always on the ones and twos. Special guest host in the building tonight. You see what's going on. Dre Banks in the building, man. We got everybody from the city coming through, kicking it with us. So whatever you got going on, man, and whether you a YouTuber, whether you a social media influencer, whether you a digital creator, content creator, business owner, whatever you got going on, man, whatever. Come on through the Street Soldiers and help build this platform so we can build this stuff together. The whole Michigan, we just trying to rock out for Michigan, man. Make sure you go get that aux 33 app. If you ain't got it, go download it on your Google Store, Play Store, Apple Music, wherever. Go download it. Make sure you follow us on Twitch at aux 33 TV, man. Get over there, man. Go download that Twitch and get in that VIP chat. We got DJ Composition, High Class Lady D, every morning, 10 to 2. Then you got me and Block coming on every Monday, 6 to 8. Oh, 10 to 12, 10 to 12. Yeah, I be wanting them to go to 2. That's me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we here, man. That's enough promotion. We here. You see what's going on. Dre Banks in the building, man. We're going to be kicking a little. You know what we do here, man. We just talk. It's like barbershop talk, like getting together with your homeboys talk. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing too professional here on this show, so don't, you know what I mean? Take everything you hear on this show with a grain of salt and do your own investigations, you know, your own Googles and all that. We talk social media. We talk sports. And then we just talk random shit. We get to know our guests, and we build our platforms together. So, man, what's up, Dre Banks? What you got going on, man?
Man, what's good, brother? Thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah, no doubt, man. Yep. So who is Dre Banks? Tell the people who is Dre Banks, what he got going on right now, what's the movement, everything.
Man, everything is just coming together collectively, man. I've been working on new projects. You know what I'm saying? Grand Rapids represent, you dig. My last single did 5 million streams, you know what I'm saying? I've been working, man, hard, you know, from Benzino to Trina, from New York to the Cali, you dig. I've been grinding, you know, so Dre Banks is a little bit of everything, you know what I'm saying? The whole culture, you know, South, Midwest, East, West, you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit of everything.
Okay. That 5 million streams, where you see most of your streams coming from? Do you do your analytics to see where your demographic at, like your age or where they coming from?
Mm-hmm. We do that with Spotify. You know, my manager, Antonio Velez, he checks all that stuff for me. Shout out to Antonio from Love of Hip Hop, and he taught me how to check my my area where I'm growing at, what my age demographic is, and he points out a lot of good stuff to me that I'll be having to use as an artist. That's important, you know what I'm saying, to find out where my people, my most support is at. So that's something I use with Spotify, and Spotify is a good tool to use, and a lot of people talk about it, but I think Spotify is one of the greatest platforms ever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most people that I know that do music, I think that's where they started off, was Spotify. They get their little DistroKid stuff up and going, and then You know, that go from there. How you get plugged with the Love and Hip Hop Connect?
Well, you know, by me being with a couple big buddies of mine, man, I just start, meet people. You know, they say the game is, you know who you know, and that's
a
basically
big
what it
fact.
is. And after a while, I got to meeting one person. It took me from meeting this person to the next person. This next person brought me to this person, and it just kept going. So I ended up getting with Antonio Velez. I've been with him for 7 years, XMG. And we just created a relationship and a bond, and he's been with me the whole ride. He's been helping me through my legal problems and dealing with the label and stuff, you know. So it's good having a powerhouse like that on your side because it helps you make important moves that you don't really have time to do, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a great thing to have a good manager, you know. If you're a serious artist, you know what I'm saying. But if you're just coming up, I wouldn't, focus on the manager. But yeah, just try to do things on another level, because it takes more than just you as an artist. It takes a team.
Yeah.
He was with you.
Go ahead.
He was with you when you was with 300.
Yeah, he the one. So Antonio is Lil Excel's father. Lil Excel got to deal with 300 the first time for $2 million. Then after him came me, and then Summer Bunny. Summer Bunny is one of the girls off Love and Hip Hop, LA, and me and her is label mates now. So it's just two of us on the label. So being around him and a lot of his big celebrity friends, Black China, I've been learning a lot with everybody,
Okay.
And that's good to have hands-on with certain people that's been in the game and, touching other celebs like bigger, like Dr. Dre stuff, and I just put myself in a position to be around the greats and stuff. So yeah, that's what I focus on.
Okay.
Word. How you get that Trina collab?
So my friend Baby Paul, he knows a lot of artists, and he helps me collab with a lot of people, a lot of big people that I need to get in touch with. So the Trina thing came quite. It was a good move, but it was a hectic move at the same time, because at that time Trina's manager was Corey, and he was a real dickhead type nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
the street soldier. Go ahead, man. Street
he was
soldier.
a hard dude to
It's for
deal
the
with.
street.
You dig?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, getting with Trina, man, was awesome, man. We did it through a phone call. We hit her up, talked to her, made plans with her, sent her the song. She loved it, and she kind of did the cadence the way I did the song. And actually, I got her on the auto-tune, and she never did that, and she sounded excellent on it. So big shout out to Trina for that, you know what I'm saying, for that joint.
That's what's up, man. They say, well, allegedly, industry talk, they always say she got like a stigma to work with, like a diva type deal, or like she, hard to work with. Did you get that type of vibe?
You know what? Trina was actually cool. She was, she about her business. And she likes to be on point, you know what I'm saying? She's late at everything she does. When it comes to dressing, you be like, so we had to
So
actually.
you gotta make sure everybody else on point. So by the time she walk in, it's time.
Yeah, it was on and popping. But she, you know what I'm saying, she likes to do her extra, curricular stuff as a woman. And, I don't know, she takes her time, I guess, because she can do that, She's a bigger artist.
Yeah.
So, she does things in a particular way, from getting dressed to doing her hair. And, when I did the video with her, it was a budget thing that I had to work with. So, through the whole budget thing, I think I spent like $40,000.
Yeah.
And just, for her to do the video was another, almost 10 grand for the outfits and, the extra stuff, And but at the end of the day, like I said, it was worth it.
It's worth it. It's an investment.
Yeah, it was a lot of people, the crazy thing about this, when I did the joint with Trina, when people saw the video, I kind of like grabbed her. I kind of had my hand on the side of her.
Yo.
People saw that, and when they saw that, they was like, "Yo, did you have a relationship with her?" And I was like, "Nah, it wasn't like that, you know."
She said something to you about grabbing that ass?
No, she didn't say nothing. She didn't say nothing at all. It was
It was
for the-
it was
acting.
It was
Like
for the video.
You know, but I get that question asked a lot. They be like, "Yo, did you grab that?" And I did, you know, but it was like, "Hey, I'm here.
It's a video.
Yeah, that's what we gonna do. What we do, you dig?" So she didn't mind it, and you know, we had a ball shooting, man. It was like, you know, we had Charles Parker, Peter Parker for the director in Miami.
Yeah.
And he was good, man. He shoots a lot of big people like the Locks and all them, and he happened to come shoot for me, and that was big, man. So it was just a hell of a time with Trina. She showed up to the video shoot like 5 hours late.
Yeah, man. Man, that's good you putting on for the city and doing your thing for the city and moving around, man.
Do the city acknowledge you?
No, I don't really get too much. I mean, I got my people. You know, they see me. They take pictures. They come up and tell me that, you know, I'm doing good, you know. But for the part that I should be getting more recognition than I do. I get more outside plays than I do on the inside.
Word.
Which is normal, you know, because I just did a song with Rob Curry from Day 26.
Yeah.
Called Hate On.
Oh, they still making music?
Oh yeah, they on tour.
We're going to get right back into that story. Yo, we're going to go to an early break real quick. Then we're going to come back with this Day 26 story. And then we're going to talk, you know, random stuff. We're going to talk some sports stuff because he rock with the sports. Normally we don't get to talk sports because, you know, people don't be down with the sports, man. So we're going to talk a little sports and hip-hop, man. We'll get back with you. Street Soldier Saturdayz, man.
Yeah.
If I was your boyfriend, yeah. If I was your boyfriend, if I was your boyfriend, yeah, yeah. If I was your boyfriend, I would take you out. Show you a good time, smoke on some good pine, always at your phone line. I would do things for you that you never had. I would go all in my bag, make your ex really mad. Girlfriend, I could be your boyfriend. Oh, I could be your toy friend. Watch y'all nigga be working, turn it around. I'ma look it up and down. Yeah, baby, that's that sound. I'ma do better than your ex do. Watch, baby girl, how I flex you. Get up in your world when I sex you. Bring a lot of pain when I test you. You won't find another nigga like me. My sex game coming real spicy. I know that you really wanna bite me. These other chicks wanna try me. If I was your boyfriend, if I was your boyfriend, yeah, yeah.
If I was your girlfriend, yeah, yeah. If I was your girlfriend, yeah. Trina, if I was your girl, we'd be one forever. Me plus you equal us forever. Nice trips, bags, cars, and jewels. 5-star dinners, elite friends and shoes. I'm a boss, but you bigger. We compliment each other, I claimed you, my hitter. Waist splitter, you die for me, lie for me. You would never make me feel like you wouldn't ride for me. Long term, this ain't no week. Hit the first night, then it's over by the weekend. No sneaking, money on the dial. Diamonds on the wrist, tell the driver, Mr. Child. If I was your chick, one thing's for certain, I ain't never gonna snitch. Never gonna lie, never gonna cheat. Cause I understand everything don't start sweet. I'ma do you better than your ex do. I'm a whole vibe, I can bless you. Always on your mind when I sex you. All them other bras in your review. You'll never find another chick like me who get into them checks like Nike. I know all your exes wanna fight me, and I know your homeboys wanna bite me, bite me.
If I was your boyfriend,
If I was your boyfriend,
yeah.
If I was your girlfriend, yeah, yeah. If I was your girlfriend.
If I was your boyfriend,
If I was your girlfriend, yeah. If I was your girlfriend.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we here. We back. Jock City. Head DiBiase always keeping us right. OG Ozilla. Dre Banks still with us, man, kicking that shit, man. Now, what was you saying about Day 26? What was his name? I don't want to call it the whole group.
Rob Curry.
Rob Curry.
He's from Detroit. Day 26 is still together. They touring, doing shows. So
no disrespect to Day 26, not to cut you off.
Good.
What they performing? What songs?
They just performing like
all the old Diddy joints that they had.
They got like 3 albums. Yeah.
I was asleep, man. I remember when Day 26 came out, but I didn't think they was rocking like that. I remember the one.
Yeah. Well, like even all the
right now.
like
shout out Day 26.
Yeah,
no disrespect.
Yeah, Day
to
26 is still together. Like when you see them, if you go on their page, they got an Instagram page, Day 26. You can go on there right now. You can see them performing at shows to this day.
I'm gonna go check y'all out, man. I'm gonna check y'all out.
Yeah, Robin. And then not only that, they doing features, they doing different things as artists because it just don't stop as them as a group. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
They could branch off separately because they had that mogul behind them. So
man, they could write for people and everything.
Yeah.
How'd you get plugged in? You know, do the song or whatever.
Again, you know, just being in the game, being in the industry, man, just, you know, reaching out. Me and Rob Curry been friends for a few years. So it was kind of natural for me just to hit him and, you know, hey, see what he was doing. And he was like, yo, let's do something. And, you know, me and him got together. We put the joint together called Hate On. We shot the video to it in Detroit because I caught him on tour between tours. So I caught him in Detroit as they was doing the show, and I was able to shoot the video with him. But due to certain circumstances, we didn't get a chance to put the video out due to technical issues.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah.
Did you have shoot the video?
We had, I had Sequel do it.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And his something happened to his camera where he lost all the footage, but you know, it is what it is. We did a video. We tried to get it popping, but
man, it happens to the best of people, man.
Nah,
especially cameraman, directors, anybody who done ever did something with any type of footage, man. You lose that footage, man. Shit get corrupted, all type of just weird stuff.
Weird shit.
So you know, I can definitely understand.
Yeah, man, it was crazy because I lost everything to it, and it was a good shoot because we spent a lot of money getting the mansion that we was renting and certain girls and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad to see the project like that go to waste and you gotta chalk it up. That's the one thing I hate about this game. Like you could put money into doing things, but if something happens, the whole project goes down and then you kind of lose out, you lose out money.
Yeah.
Because, you might have paid him to get here. Pay for the rooms and stuff, it's a lot. So
with when situations like that happen and the song may have gotten out, but the visual didn't get out, or maybe didn't get the type of proper buzz. Me and Block was just talking about this with a song the other day that we heard that we said need a video. Block was like, I'll shoot the video for it. Do you ever feel like old songs or something like that can be revived?
Absolutely. That's what I did with this song with me and Rob Curry. I took the Michael Jackson and record and I flipped it, the Dirty Diana, and we changed it to a hip hop form, and it became something crazy. It was way better than what I anticipated because when I was working with Rob Curry, it was one thing to work with him, but to hear this boy really put it down in the studio and to hear his vocals and the arrangements, oh, it was phenomenal.
How was you able to put that project out and make residuals, get money off of it? Did you have to get that Michael Jackson sample cleared?
No, I put it out as a mixtape.
Yeah.
You know, nowadays people using so much stuff, man. It's kind of easy to get things cleared. You just gotta know the right people, the plugins, to get it done. But for what I was doing, I wasn't going after the money because
more like promotional to get you out there.
Streaming is not okay. So put it like this.
Okay, break the streaming down.
Is not paying. Okay.
Okay.
So there's no money in the stream. So don't think if you put out a record and buy it that you're gonna make something back from it. You're not. It takes so many. I got 5 million, and I'm probably only worth a $40,000 check.
Yeah.
And that's just on one, but it takes so many spins, man, to get to those type of numbers. Snoop Dogg was one of them who had 10 billion and he only got 50,000. So it's one of those things that you got to plan it to operate and serve you another way. So if you put out a song, look for a more back-end payout. Look to do shows. Those are the things that get you money. Sell merchandise. Because a lot of people would love you as an artist, but what they want is they want something that they can own, like hold it physically. And that's what I think the world is now. We done turn from where everything is in your hand to computer, and from computer to now you
talk about that on countless episodes, and then we talk about how as artists, as creators, how can we get it back to the old school? Like, and we always, me personally, I always shout out Shy Beezy because he came on the show.
Shy Beezy.
And he had physical copies. You know what I'm saying? Either way, he could get you the USB, he could get you CD, physical copy, and he was making that money.
That's dope. The only problem with that is a lot of people don't have physical players anymore.
That's what we were saying too.
Yeah, but it's still good because, believe it or not, you still got people that's got old school systems, old school cars, and they still. There's a lot of them.
Yeah,
it's not like it's a small amount of them. You'll be surprised how many people got CDs in their cars.
That's what he said. That was the point I made because I was like, cars don't even come with CD players.
You see, you did so.
Yeah,
but to really make music in this game, you really got to focus on exploding and building your brand. Build yourself up. Go to the points where you getting exposure,
endorsement.
Like big podcasts, and then get people to come to your sites. Get a website built. Those are things that I would do if I was an artist, which I have, to sell music. You want to lock your music in a hub and drive people to that hub to make them buy and support you.
That's free game right there. You know what I'm saying? That's free game right there.
You ain't got game. You ain't got anything.
That's how that, man.
Yeah.
You going on the road?
I'm planning on it this year. Last 2 years, I had a lot of events go on. From my dad passing to my cousin James Earl Jones just passing.
Man, sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, thank you, man. I just came back from New York, and I was at his ceremony, and I got a chance to meet Whoopi Goldberg, Robert Townsend.
You talking about Mufasa?
That's my cousin.
Okay.
Yeah.
I heard you say the name, but I was like, all right, I don't want to stretch and reach.
No, you good. I mean, I used to have him come on Sharp, James Earl is my grandmother's nephew. It's six ladies. It's 6 sisters. And my granny is one of the sisters. James Earl Jones' mother is older. So when James is actually born in up north here in Manistee, Michigan. He used to come here to Grand Rapids and come on Sherman Street all the time. And I remember all the homies in the hood be seeing James Earl Jones pull up to my granny house. He'd be like, yo, that's fucking James Earl Jones. And I'm like, yeah, I know that's my cousin. And I'm like, hey, James, I'll see you in a minute. You know, and they'd be like, yo, nigga, that's James Earl Jones. Just walked in your house, my nigga.
Yeah, word.
So
Yeah,
the whole hood would be crowding around my granny house, and they'd be like, yo, it's James Earl Jones in this house. And I'll be outside playing my marbles and shit and shooting marbles in the hole and shooting dice on the side of the house. And, you know, I wouldn't think too much about it, but people would be starstruck about that. And they'd be like, yo, man, we can't even shoot dice, man. James Earl Jones is in your house.
Real talk.
Yeah, that would bug.
That'll bug anybody out.
Especially back then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
So I just, so I met Denzel Washington. It was crazy, man. I met all these superstars, and you know, they put up a theater in my cousin's name in New York. So if you go to Manhattan, you could visit the James Earl Jones Theater, and you know, we do something big. It's a history thing that we did because there's not a black actor or actress with a museum in New York in his name.
That's dope.
So we broke records on that, and you know, meeting Whoopi Goldberg, I met Felicia Rashad. I even redid the scene from the movie Coming to America.
Yeah.
So the part where Frankie said, "Hey, Stoop, you're a rent dude, motherfucker."
Yeah.
So when the dude fell down the steps,
yeah.
so I redid the scene with him, and I did it again. And you know, it's crazy because it's like fucking 20 years later, and I did that actual scene with a comedian. So it was like, yo, this is probably like one of the greatest things of all time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
They ain't look at you crazy when you bust that shit out?
Man, hey, man, they was laughing hard as hell, man. It's a clip of me doing this. It's on my page. If y'all go to I Am Dre Banks
shout
on
to
Instagram, you can see that actual scene of the dude falling down the steps and Frankie saying that line. And then I redid the Acme, and I fell down the steps. And, he did the same line with me. And like I said, man, all these actors, man, was cool, man. Lawrence Fishburne. It was so many great actors came to pay respect to my cousin. It was love, you know what I'm saying? So that was a big thing.
Yeah, man.
And you know, and since you're a Star Wars junkie, you did what I'm saying. You already know he was Darth Vader, so that's a big. So right now, me and you should be here right now.
For real. Y'all know we're gonna get back to some of his musical history and all that. Let's talk some random shit, some social media shit, some news, some sports. Yo, did y'all see that 300K spill in Chicago? It was in Oak Hill, Chicago.
300K. What you mean 300K?
300,000. 3 bags fell out the back of a Brinks truck.
What?
Yeah, in Oak Hill, Chicago. Three
when
bags.
This happened?
Man, I could never be in the place.
That's what all the people say. All the people that they interview.
Hold on, what they doing about it?
The guy who drive this is all alleged. Do your own. You know what I'm saying? Because you know I ain't gonna get this story.
What they doing about it?
Yeah.
The story sounds crazy for
Hold
one.
on, 3 million?
No,
300,000.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, 300,000.
I figured it was. He said it was 3 bags, so I figured each bag had had 100,000 in it.
Yeah.
But he said, I guess allegedly he turned the corner and the door.
Unbelievable. How come I couldn't be in these spots?
How come you can't? How the door not secure? You gotta always have it secure. So I'm thinking it's an inside job. He
It's
said,
gotta
Was
be.
he black or white?
They didn't show. They didn't say.
You know what? For that type of robbery, it's a white dude.
Yeah, I mean that's why I thought he was white because they didn't put all this information out there. You know, they say he returned turned around and come back to the scene. After you hit the corner, you spill the bags, you see it in the rear view, you got to turn around, to come. Woo, woo, woo. He said it was 50 people stopped grabbing the money and running away, jumping.
Oh, I would have too. I would have been grabbing everything on that motherfucker.
The police came to the scene, knocking on the neighbors' doors, saying, "Had they seen anybody? Y'all get any money? Woo, woo, woo."
Hey, look.
Man,
Listen.
dog, in a situation like that, I would have upped the joint.
I would have upped the whole stuff.
We grabbing the money, get the money, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck out the way.
Hey.
I'm robbing everybody that's picking the money up. Everybody getting robbed right there.
Say, y'all see that? Y'all instantly picking up the money. They showed money all on the
Yeah, because
side.
we all going to jail, shit. So I'm robbing everybody. I might as well do a crime within the
Man,
crime.
people always say, "Oh, if money like that it come up missing, you gonna get booked if you spend it." I be like, "No, you not. If you spend
Hey,
it the right way, you money launder that shit. Go to the
it's a
casino,
crime
go to
within a
the
crime.
strip club,
Yo, Judge, everybody was
Man, you gotta
stealing,
spend
Judge.
that kind of money in the street.
in the street, all that."
Yeah.
All that. You
I'm
gotta
washing
spend. You
that
gotta
shit.
spend that in the street.
I'm
Yeah.
breaking $10, $100 bills down.
And you know how much money, how far money go in the street money.
Mhm.
So by the time they track that shit, there,
Man, that shit
everybody
lost
done
and it's
touched
in the
that
system
motherfucker.
now.
That shit in the store somewhere. Like,
It's in 20 stores.
All
All the
around,
buyers.
Hey, all the money you be having right now done been
Yeah.
through some kind of crime.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The money you got in your pocket right now, you, everybody.
Yeah.
It done been through some kind of crime.
High crime, high level, low level, all that, man.
That's all right. That's all right, Judge.
Hey,
Listen,
ain't no clean
hey,
money.
Judge,
Ain't
you ain't
no
giving me
ain't
no
no
more
such
time than
thing
you
as
gave all
clean
them.
money. The money is only clean when they first make it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Once
they first make it and it hits the streets, it's over.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, I'm telling you, the judge. I'm telling the judge, look, Judge, I robbed everybody. Okay, and we was all doing it.
One of the dudes was like, "Look, man, everybody around here hurting, man. Y'all know the economy." Yeah.
Wow.
I remember,
But you know what? I saw this particular story happening by LA somewhere.
I think it was an inside job, me personally, because there's no way you working.
Yeah.
All them dudes be on point, man. Ain't no way you didn't
Yeah,
lock
be
the
on
door,
point.
whatever.
That's crazy.
And then it be sometimes depending on the Brinks truck and who delivering and what y'all money you getting. It be 2-3 people. It be people in the back, people in the front.
Oh wow.
Man, only 3 bags came out, man. He opened the door in the back through them 3 bags, and one of his people came and grabbed that shit. I'm telling you, that's me allegedly.
No, man. If a Brinks truck dropped the money, I believe him. Because I remember somewhere, I want to say on the highway or something, some money was on the highway, and people was grabbing it, and they was like asking people to bring the money back or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of remember that shit. You know what I mean?
Man, it happened on 28th Street, man.
On the highway. But like, if I see a truck drop that bag of money, man, yes, I'm for sure grabbing.
Man,
that
what?
shit. Yeah, holla at me, man.
Yeah, catch me like the gingerbread
you get
man.
Tag or whatever, you know, you get the license plate or whatever. Holla at me, man.
Hey, catch me like the gingerbread man.
For sure.
Hey,
well, yeah,
man,
we got some of that money.
I'm gonna get so little.
Hey, that ain't no crime.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna get
and
so
I'm gonna
little.
have the bad lawyer by the time they get.
Hey, I'm gonna get so little. You heard me? And I'm gonna turn all my social medias off. You did?
Hey, what y'all gonna give me for bringing the money? Hey, here go that bag that the truck dropped. What y'all gonna give me?
Nothing.
Good Samaritan.
$20. And
Man, you know what Good Samaritan do? Cause accidents.
Hey, look, we could be on that topic all day.
That's what they do.
I'm going to jail, okay? That's just it.
We gonna keep it moving,
catch me
man.
if you can. You did, because I'm taking the money.
That's okay, man. We could be on that all day.
But no, to switch topic,
Yeah.
I got a question for y'all.
Let's go.
I got a question for all y'all.
The Ninja Turtles? Oh, go ahead. Nothing, man. We've been on the Ninja Turtles, man.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Listen, I got a question for y'all. Just answer it if y'all can. I don't know the answer. Why you laughing?
Go ahead.
Hey, what's the greatest movie ever? Think about it. Don't answer it real fast because I couldn't even answer it. And that's what I do. I watch movies. We ain't got to spend too much time on it. Somebody asked me that today.
That's gonna be a debatable because everybody got different preferences. So but
what you think? What you think in the top 5? Or the top 2? Ever?
Yeah, I like different shit, so you can't even ask me.
It's a lot. I would say Scarface.
I couldn't even answer the question.
Scarface is definitely in.
We gonna go to break real quick.
Yeah.
We gonna go to break real quick and think about this, and then we gonna come back. Y'all leave it in the comments what y'all think is the greatest movie
Scarface.
ever.
I said it
to y'all, and then we gonna come back.
Scarface gonna be number 1.
We're gonna come back, say ours, and then we're gonna get into some more with Dre Banks. Street Soldier Saturday.
I'm seeing spirits and shit, man. Shamal Figures. Ernest Gordon, Maserati Whip, Pablo Escobar, Griselda Blanca, Spirit of Hustlers, man, you know, ghosts and shit. Shaman move that girl like his mother vibe. You ever heard the sound of a 40 cal? These niggas was kings, where are they now? Just shadows in the dark, looking for some light. These niggas fell off, now they on strike. You niggas can't be trusted, so I play 'em close. In the kitchen while I'm whipping like I'm seeing ghosts. It's either heaven or it's hell, crime or sad. I got the spirit of a hustler, ballin' like a nigga at the Russell. I'm riding, yeah, Royal Oak offshores with it. The AP, all mines in the horse with it. We move grams on the south side, coming through when the whips left they mouth wide. Niggas in the house, we was outside. Whipping cane cooking up, it was genocide. We watched that coke swim in water like Mike Phelps. Put a smile on our face, it was heartfelt. Cause now we getting money and we run it up. We was just little niggas, yeah, coming up. They callin' foul with no referee. You fuck that bag up, boy, you know you're paying a fee. Cause in this game that we play, ain't no shot clock. The little niggas with them sticks, yeah, they shot block. Crossover with the rock, with a sham move. Crafty with the work, with a hand move. I'ma blow it fast like a fan move. I'm getting money with my cousin, nigga. Yeah, we moving O's by the dozen, nigga. On the blocks, we was live, we was buzzing, nigga. Now I'ma show you how Stella got a groove back. One pop, box of soda, now move that. This coke, it done took lives. We was banging, motherfucker, we was outside. Hustling those dope boys, we done changed lives. Drop the top on the coupe, we gon' change rides. Feeling like I got the spirit of Shaman in me. Big ring, big watch, cost me like 50. I'm seeing ghosts in the kitchen while I'm cooking up. It's like I woke up the dead, it's time to pour it up. Cause when these spirits hit the room, they can't get enough. I'm hearing voices in my head saying run it up. Trapping ain't dead, where the load at? It's a drug pandemic, nigga control that. Yeah. Ghost of Shaman figures, nigga. I swear I feel the spirit right here. I swear I feel it when I roll these blocks. We in this game forever. Forever trap, nigga. This shit done claim lives. We gon' continue to hold this shit down for him, though.
Yeah, we back. Did y'all leave them comments? What's y'all greatest movie y'all think? You know, what was your answer? Did you? Because somebody had to ask you. Did you never ever came up with one?
Man,
you didn't have a list or none that just joints that popped to your head?
I said the Iron Man movie.
Oh shit! Okay. Oh shit!
I said The Day After Tomorrow. I have,
but you know what?
Yeah,
I would say
The Day After.
I would say a movie would be great if you can't remake it. If it's
see, some shit don't need remaking.
Exactly.
Everything don't need. Some shit you just gotta leave it be.
Like
the switch topics real quick, but stay on that. Some shit like I'm listening to Wiz Khalifa right now. Cushion Orange Juice, fire. Is it Cushion Orange Juice 2?
Yeah,
fire, dog. That shit fire. But it's one song on there he shouldn't have did. That's that Biggie shit. You should have left that alone. I think he got a Biggie.
Yeah, because you can't redo Biggie.
I want to say he got a Biggie and a Pac joint.
It's a couple people that Ja Rule did a Tupac joint. That shit was straight.
Some shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just this one right here.
Yeah, I feel you though. I feel you
like because when I listen to Wiz, he make Get High.
I like Wiz.
I like Wiz. Like this shit fire. I'm just saying.
When 50
it's
jumped
two
on
joints
that,
on there he shouldn't have touched.
That Biggie.
That's just my opinion though. But yeah, that you gotta. He
Yeah.
should. It's
I
just
feel
like
you. I definitely feel you.
like when Puff was doing some shit, all Puff shit was like classical. You can't even debate it. You know, all his remakes.
Yeah, because all them
It was like he was one that can do it.
That's what he's a genius
And give you
at.
that.
It's just
feel.
like
but some shit you just don't.
you can do that
it.
with movies and music. Like how you saying it's in the same vein.
Too. Same shit.
Same vein.
Like Rocky,
like
that movie Rocky, another one you can't redo. It's done with
like
Sylvester.
how they tried to do a Belly too.
Oh yeah, I didn't like that.
Trash.
I didn't like it.
You can't even call it something else. Don't call it Belly.
Don't call
you
it
can't
Belly
remake
too.
Belly at all.
Yeah, at all.
You can't remake Shadows.
That's a clap. Yeah, you can't do shot over.
You know what I'm saying? None of that shit.
You know, and what did you think about the Superfly movie since they redid that?
I didn't like it.
I ain't like it either.
That was with
That's one of my top cheesiest movies that come on. That's on my on the radio show. Tune into us Mondays.
It's not like Brown O'Neal.
That Snow Patrol. Then.
Snow Patrol. You ain't like it?
It was all right.
It was all right.
I didn't think it was.
If I want to rate it, I'll give it a 7.
Because
that's what I would have gave it.
Okay.
If I want to rate it,
I would have said about 6.
You would have gave it a 6.
Yeah.
I would have gave it a 7.
The reason why is because when you look at the original,
what I don't like about it is the name. If it wasn't called Superfly,
call it something. That's once again.
Call it something else.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they could have called it something else. I think I would have liked it better than.
That's exactly.
Because if you look at the original Superfly, it's tough.
You can't remake Dolomite. No,
you can't do that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I didn't like the remake Dolomite with Eddie Murphy. And I like Eddie Murphy movies.
What about?
I did not like that.
Did you like the remake of Shaft?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was all right. It was all right, but I'm gonna go back to the original.
Yeah.
It's just
okay.
So if you look at,
I think it was just the actor. It was who they had playing.
Well, I like Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, so that's why I think I like it because he's a good actor.
I think that was probably the best thing they could have did. But it's almost like you take Denzel Washington's
I was just
movie.
about to say that.
What's the movie?
American Gangster.
No, not that one. The one that he just did the third one too.
Gladiator?
No, the
Equalizer.
Equalizer.
All right, yeah.
The Equalizer is so dope right now.
Dope.
It's like
they tried to make Queen Latifah the Equalizer.
Now that's crazy.
They got 3, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, and 3. I don't like the Queen Latifah.
You don't like the Queen Latifah.
You know why? They gotta change the name.
That's what I'm saying. You cannot.
I think that's what it is.
It's the name.
It's the name.
Should have called it something.
They shouldn't have never. They should have never.
Like how they got Proud Mary.
Hey, what Denzel say? It's like Pepsi. It's a brand name. Hey.
Exactly, man.
Yeah, you can't do another Pepsi. Pepsi is Pepsi.
He say call it something else.
But you notice they be trying to make colas. They call it cola instead of Pepsi, and they try to use the same remedy as Pepsi, but it don't be that remedy. Pepsi still got that one key, just like Coca-Cola got. Did you know Coca-Cola was made out of real Coke though?
That was a long time ago. That's not still now.
No, but
that's why I tell you.
But yeah.
Was that ever proven? I heard.
Yes.
Yeah, they said but I never did the investigation.
But
hold on.
Hold
on.
I just went with the allegedly.
Ain't that a bitch though?
Hold on.
Yeah.
It's still gonna go allegedly. Y'all gotta.
Why you think motherfuckers was hooked on it? It was.
But hold on. You say the drink Coke was made out Coke?
Yeah.
Ain't
that a bitch?
Cocaine.
They said I seen a meme.
Hey.
Hey, but I never liked the Coke.
I seen a clip in the interview and they said who still drink Pepsi. And I started dying laughing because my mom still drinks.
Die hard Pepsi.
You know,
and then I thought about it. I was like, man, I don't never hear nobody go nowhere and say, yo, let me get a Pepsi. Never.
Right.
Yeah.
Not unless you're in prison.
Hey, I do.
When I was in prison,
that's because of my mom.
And listen, when I was in prison, I thirst for a Coke. I used to love going to that
never liked
motherfucking
Coke.
machine outside.
That's because of my
and
mom.
Grabbing that little skinny motherfucker and make me a burrito and come and watch my 8 o'clock shows.
That's crazy, man. We can talk random shit all day. We're gonna talk a little, I guess.
What sports, man?
You wanna go sports? Let's go sports, man. Let's go sports.
I'm highly upset.
Hey man, I'm mad at goddamn LA.
And it's unpredictable.
Let me start with your playoff predictions. Who you think going to the finals? Let's start there.
Boston.
Boston and who?
Denver.
Yeah.
Okay. Boston and Denver. I got Indiana and Denver.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You said Indiana.
think-
I would have thought you would have said Cleveland before Indiana.
Nope.
Cleveland
cooked.
tough right now.
Cleveland
cooked.
They cooked.
They down 0-2.
Yeah, they gave
They
both
lost
of them
both
away
at
at the
home.
crib. Donovan Mitchell hitting 40 and they still losing.
What he had 48?
Well, 40 plus still losing.
I ain't gonna count them out.
And Darius Garland hurt. DeAndre Hunter hurt. Evan Mobley hurt. You cook. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
cook.
You know what I'm saying?
cook.
I look at it. This is
I'ma
just
count
me.
them out now.
This is just me how I look at the game because I'm an avid sports bettor. Shout out to all my parlay game. We going heavy. We about to cut the game on for the final break.
Yeah, I'm big tonight.
Yeah, I'm
big tonight.
Shout out to all my parlay gang. Shout out to Ivo. That's my dog. You know what I'm saying?
Ivo.
But yeah,
What's Golden State looking like?
I think we cook just because Steph just got hurt. I ain't no telling how many games we gonna miss. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
They just started.
And Golden State is my team. I've been down with Golden State
about to miss
since
2 weeks.
I've been down with Golden State.
They got to hang in there for 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's bad. Cause I can't trust.
Y'all got Jimmy.
That ain't
Y'all
enough.
got the best defense in the playoffs.
Not that ain't enough.
Man,
What
I don't
you
know.
Block? What you think? You over there quiet
That's
on that
because
situation.
we played.
What you think? Y'all cook? You feel good?
That's a.
I look at it.
You ain't worried about Ant-Man?
I said that.
Ant-Man.
I look at it like this: if Golden State get past Minnesota and have to see Denver, they cook. If Minnesota get
them young boys got some.
if Minnesota get past Golden State to see Denver, they cook because they beat Denver last year, and Joker them ain't about to have that again.
No, I don't think so.
So they gonna be out of there. You know what
Joker
I'm
and his
saying?
squad, but them some young
Joker
gunners,
just
too.
had 40 plus and 20.
Everybody on Denver shooting threes.
And I think if Boston keep playing around, living and dying by the three like they do, they might fuck
Don't
around
even
and
worry
lose.
about us.
I ain't gonna worry about
Don't even worry about Boston.
And if New York beat Boston, going 7, because it's gonna have to go 7. And see Indiana,
they beat the shit out of them.
Indiana gonna smack New York.
Man,
then they gonna go to the final.
Man, we about to murder them.
I like to see New York go. I ain't mad at that.
That's just my predictions. I
Brunson. Who gonna stop Brunson?
On who? What team?
And nobody.
Nobody. You can't stop nobody. It be the other niggas that be so inconsistent. Mikal Bridges is super inconsistent.
That's who we gonna stop.
That's who we gonna stop.
He's super inconsistent anyway. He might stop himself.
Because he'll have an off day.
He just stopping himself.
I look at the game different because I sports bet every day. You will bet that nigga 15 points, he will get you 8.
I'm
0 threes.
Yeah.
Next game, he will get you 15, 2 threes.
I think
bet
Boston
on him
is more
again,
consistent.
6 points. So that's how I look at the game because I'm every day and you know what I'm saying. So
what y'all think, old boy, going for Milwaukee Bucks?
Giannis?
Yeah, Giannis.
They say he going to LA.
You know what? I heard that.
That's what they say.
But then I heard again. I heard that Milwaukee was gonna give up that bag. Think he gonna stay in Milwaukee?
Like they say, he already got them a championship, so it ain't looking like I'm abandoning y'all.
Yeah.
Like, look, I got y'all a championship.
Stephen A put that, but Stephen A broke it down like that, so it was like Stephen A was giving him the green light to go.
Yeah.
Right.
And making him like,
I told him to been gone. I've been telling him to come to Golden State.
Yeah, but you got Jock Voice and you got Stephen A.
Yeah, for sure.
Feel me?
For sure.
Stephen A done put that out there and shit, and motherfuckers running with it.
For sure.
But Giannis ain't said nothing.
All I'm saying is I've
yet.
been said it and been seen it.
I say he's gonna go to LA.
If he goes somewhere, it's for sure ain't going.
You know why I think he's gonna go to LA? LeBron's coming back.
Yeah, LeBron just signed a max contract, so it ain't no secret that he coming back.
Yeah,
he the oldest motherfucker in history to sign a max contract.
So what they're gonna do is they're not gonna build around LeBron. They're gonna build around Luka.
Yeah, you got to. That's it. That's obvious.
Because LeBron, next year, I mean, LeBron is dope, but you know we got to be call it what it is. He's old, you know, so
he on his way out.
But
we could talk sports all day. I definitely don't want to talk LeBron. Let's get predictions, man. I got what you got the Warriors. I got it going 7
Warriors.
Timberwolves. I got to go in Warriors. I got to go in 7, period. I got Timberwolves if Steph don't come back in time, and I got Warriors if Steph come back like game 3. We need you to get back game 3.
Ooh, you know what? He might be back game 3. You know why? They got them drugs. That medical team is a bad motherfucker.
Them drugs can't help that motherfucking hammy.
Yeah, that hammy. He old.
He got a
so
hammy.
what you got, Warriors?
I don't give a fuck what kind of dope you giving.
I'm going Warriors.
Tape
Warriors?
it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you going Warriors Wolves?
What the tape gonna do?
Man,
I'm
so
going
for that. What you got Warriors
That
Wolves?
shit ain't working. I tried that shit before. Huh?
Warriors Wolves.
I'm going Warriors.
Warriors. What you got Denver OKC?
Denver.
Yep, I got Denver in 7.
Yeah.
What you got Denver OKC?
I got Denver, man.
Denver.
Yeah, right.
For sure ain't going 7.
I'm not even asking you this question. Boston, New York.
Boston.
Yep. I got Boston 4-2.
You go.
Indiana, Cleveland. Yeah.
I got Indy.
Indiana, Cleveland.
Cleveland. Look.
Ooh, come back to
I
this
don't
episode.
care- I don't
come
care
back
about
to
the-
this episode.
Listen. I don't care if they down to 0-2.
Yeah.
I know what them boys can do.
This is
They
a fact.
when they get their feet wet.
Yeah, I don't doubt Donovan Mitchell and them, but you know he done had his chances to prove it a lot of times, and he always be in these situations where it seems like he need more help. You know what I'm saying? Them other dudes just don't be consistent.
I just think
Ty Jerome, he just had 16 or 20 something off the bench yeah, but I'm saying it's the others though that you need, the other niggas to be consistent.
But that's what
He ain't got the right
but see,
others.
Yeah, Ty Jerome just had 16. I bet on him again. He had 4.
That's where the bench come in at.
The game before, Max Strus didn't have nothing. Then that game, Max Strus on fire. We need both of y'all to be on fire or split them point. That's their problem.
Strus the one gave the game away.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He threw the ball right to who he throw it to? Right to whoever got that steal. I'm trying to think. And that was it.
Look, we're going to go to this last break because we talk sports a lot. And then we're going to come back and talk some more Dre Banks and wrap it on up, man, so we could get to these playoffs and, man, all this other stuff. Man. Y'all like, share, subscribe, man. Tell everybody that Street Soldier Saturdayz is back, man. We got them guests, man, on here. Tap in with us.
Hello? Monte, how'd you get this number?
Damn, Max.
Free
This
my
one's
niggas.
too hard.
Swear to God. It's our peso. I swear. Now, this the flow that had you niggas scared to rap. Oh, God. Y'all don't get this till I come through. Y'all. Ever since Slime Ball came and dropped Blender, I've been selling more ice than the Michigan winter. FN on me, I'm trying to fix me a dinner. Get rich or indicted, mind of a Michigan nigga. Came with the slow flow, niggas took it and ran with it. Montclair coat cost bands, plus I got bands in it. Blender on the counter, it got gray and tan in it. Was coming out the Pirates, gon' harden up when the fan hit it. Money on my top, I hope you get what you paid for. Bust down on me, I bought it before the pandemic. Gold went up, the only reason you paid more. If you don't buy jewelry, you wouldn't understand what I'm spitting. Ball and shoe, I remind them of Plexico. Just to get snatched, I sent my bitch to Mexico. Got 3 lawyers, I had to pay over 50K. 10 felonies, they set my bond 200K. Ask Raspberry, I brung them 20 the same day. Not to mention, they took 20 from me during the raid. Presidential Rolex, 3 rings, 2 pair of yays, 3 chains, all cause I wouldn't give my code D name. Real nigga came out that interrogation room proud. Street Hall of Fame, they yelling MVP from the crowd. Biggest rapper in my city, they want me dead on the plate. It's a state case, but I feel like the feds on the way. Real nigga, you wouldn't understand, and you never will. Never told, playing in the streets, it ain't a battlefield. Ducked a lot of jabs, a lot of hooks in that holy field. Prayed for my downfall, you know the case open still. Real nigga, you wouldn't understand, and you never will. Never told, playing in the streets, it ain't a battlefield. Ducked a lot of jabs, a lot of hooks in that holy field. Praying for for my downfall. You know the case open still. Be around 9 rich niggas, you gon' be the 10th. If we catch dog lacking again, it won't be a temp. US 131 got me up north. You be selling ice, roaring hard, nigga, of course. Dodged an indictment, ex-David Dodge, what for? Fired Josh Kuiper, bought Nunzio for Sequoia. Moved so many bowls to the ice, I got frostbit. He had a grip on life, fuck around and lost it. Left some shit in the room, fuck around and cost him. Met her, she was poor, I turned her into a boss bitch. Humble individual, but I still support the torture. She got core water, I might send her to Bora Bora. Pull up in the trenches, track 2 Balenci's. Cocaine smell, I just left the kitchen. Air fried brick to show them what they been missing. Then pull up on a strip and turn it into a blizzard. Real nigga, you wouldn't understand and you never will. Never told, playing in the streets, it ain't a better feel. Ducked a lot of jabs, a lot of hooks in that holy field. Prayed for my downfall, you know the case open still. Real nigga, you wouldn't understand and you never will. Never told, playing in the streets, it ain't a better feel. Ducked a lot of jabs, a lot of hooks in that holy field. Praying for my downfall, you know the case open still.
Damn, Max, this one's too hard.
Yeah, we back. Street Soldier Saturdays, man. Shout out to everybody who be tapping in, tuning in, sharing this stuff, man. Shout out to all my people in the South, man. Shout out to all my people overseas that be tuning in, tapping in. Shout out to all my Latino people that be tuning in, tapping in. They be hollering at me, man. You know what I'm saying? We still here, man. Dre Banks still in the building, man. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, man. We still here, man. Let's talk. We gonna get back to some music, man, because that's what we really here for. All that, man. What even got you started in music? What, you know, because didn't you used to hoop? Wasn't you a hooper?
I used to hoop. I broke my leg, and that was it.
It was
broke
over
my
with.
shit one time, and it was over.
You ain't dare step back on the court. It was
I
like
couldn't. I broke my leg so bad on the gym.
Oh, okay.
They had to fly me an NBA doctor to fix my leg. So yeah, one time incident with me, and that was it.
What you do? How you break your leg?
I went up for the rebound with my guys and I came down on it, and that was it. That was all. And the crazy thing, I used to ball all day at Franklin Park and at Sigsby. You know what I'm saying? Because I went to Sigsby, my whole life, and we used to go up and do sports events up at Franklin, and I would win everything, high jump and everything. And here I go playing basketball. And I broke my knee. It was crazy. One-time event.
Yeah. So that like you turned to music, or you already was doing music.
So I was already doing music. So when I was little, my dad was he was a guitarist, and my aunt, she's a organist. And so when I was little, I lived across on Sherman, and I used to go to see the DeBarges when they stayed on Sherman and Giddings, right? And them motherfuckers used to play they motherfucker music on their porch, bro. I used to sit there and watch this shit. And these niggas, man, would just be jamming on the porch with their drums, guitars, and everything on the porch. And playing to midnight, you know what I'm saying? And I grew up with Chico.
Okay, the bar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I grew up with Chico, and I used to be in the studio a lot with him. So I just kept working on my own craft. Back when I was little, I stayed on the corner of Baxter and Healing, and we used to roll the window up, and we used to play the drums loud as hell, and the instruments would blur out the window, and I would see everybody in the hood from Baxter, everybody come up to our house and walk up and listen to us. They didn't see us; they just heard us. We'd be upstairs in the house, and had that window open, and I mean, we would draw a crowd, and they would come outside and be like, yo, you niggas sound good. And it just kind of went from there. So it really started with church with me.
Church, man. What church you went to?
I used to go to Church of God of Christ on Hammer.
Yeah.
What's that street? Hammer. Shit.
Hermitage?
Hermitage. Yeah. Hermitage and Diamond. So yeah, that's the church I grew up in. We threw down with choir events. Man, tore it down, man.
Yeah, shout out all my church people. I used to be up in there. Oh, happy day. Shout out my Aim Verancy, man. Yo, I made some motherfuckers catch the Holy Ghost one time. They had me singing in that bitch, man. Aim Verancy used to make me sing in the corner. She used to be like, yeah, you fucking dying, man. You heard it? Had somebody catch the Holy Ghost. I had them catch the Holy Ghost in there. I forgot what song I was singing. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Ever since then, I was like, oh, I got them pipes. You know? No, that's my church story, yo. No, I'm saying, shout out to all my church people, man.
He was singing lead.
He said he had the
I was
pipes,
singing
though.
lead.
He said he had the pipes. That's what I called.
They was like, when I started. Yeah, hey, yo. Hey, yo, yeah, that was kind of crazy. Hey, yo. Hey.
I would have had to be there to see this.
I was young. I was super young. I think they was just going crazy because I was
crazy.
I ain't never seen this.
Yeah, man, you was in the street. You was in the street. You wasn't going to church when Mama was making us go to church. It was over. You wasn't even at the crib when we wake up. God, son. Jacqueline, come on, time to go to church.
God, son.
That's back when she was cool, so she had me hang. She had put me into all that. You know what I mean? So Aunt Verancy was on me.
I'm
But
like
yeah.
singing lead.
Yeah, man. I can't even remember what song it was. I think it was "Oh Happy Day."
That's
wow.
Yeah.
Somebody caught the ghost in that joint, man. They had
I
to
would have
carry
been
him
crying.
out.
I would have been crying tears out there in the crowd.
Yo,
Listen up, grow, God.
hey,
Hey, that's crazy.
hey, let's keep. We'll want to get off topic. We'll go crazy. What's some of your musical influences, man?
Oh man, I would say like I'm an old school cat. You know, I like the Biggie Smalls, Dr. Dre's, and stuff like that. You know.
That's what you listened to and made you want to start rapping? Or was
Yeah,
it
I
somebody
would
you-
believe
Oh,
Run
okay.
DMC.
Yeah.
Because when I met my boy from New York, Paul, I was going to Ottawa, and Paul ended up, I met him at Ottawa. Paul moved from New York to Grand Rapids. And, you know, I guess coming from a big city like that, Paul only stayed here a year. So I had a good, I was fortunate to meet him and grow with him, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, Run DMC was one of my favorites.
Yeah, I was listening to all them.
Yeah, I went to all their concerts.
All them. Run DMC was what we started with, though.
tell ya.
Back then, we old school niggas.
Give y'all another crazy story coming up. I used to play Bone Thugs and Harmony. Crazy, man. Bro used to be like, man, cut that shit off.
I remember that.
Man, what you, man, listening to that shit? I used to be in there singing that shit. Oh, to everybody. He's like, man, you singing, what is this shit, man? Cut this shit off, man. Listen to that shit, man. I remember that.
I'll be listening.
But that was one of my musical influences,
You know
man.
when I started liking them?
When?
When Biggie took their style and did it better than them.
Yeah.
I think that's what made me.
And then when
really
they
start.
collaborated
Yeah,
on that
Biggie
song,
did
that
kill
Armed
it,
the
too.
Dangerous
Biggie
song,
killed
that
they
was
style.
Yeah,
crazy.
Biggie killed their style. It was.
Killed it. I
You
was
know,
like,
can you remember when Biggie first came out?
Yes.
I mean,
I remember when he came here.
when he came out, bro. Niggas was going to the
Biggie was up on Eastern and
Believe
Franklin,
in
up
Music on
Fanning.
Fulton and buying 2 Biggie tapes because I bought one and it got stolen within the first 2 days.
Man, if people, well, hindsight is always 20/20. You can always say what if. But if niggas knew niggas knew now what they knew back, or niggas knew back then what they knew now about that, man, you could have bought 2-3 copies, not even open one, and still have one from the 90s, and that should be
Like Hov did, bought all them copies from
Nip.
I was like, I
you
wonder
know
what
what I
he
mean?
did with them bitches.
Man,
Did
them
he
shit's
put them-
probably legendary somewhere in a vault
Probably.
somewhere right
Yeah,
there.
so
Well, probably,
legendary.
but yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
I'm like, dog, that's a,
Yeah.
like, what you think he did with them
That
motherfuckers?
was
But yeah,
crazy.
to go
He
back
probably
to
resold them.
You don't think he even got them bitches no more?
Well, you were speaking on your label situation earlier. What are you? You independent? You signed? You got a deal?
So as of now, I'm independent. Like I was saying, I had a situation with Sparta 300, and they pushed me hard my first 3-6 months with them. So I got a real good push, man, with them. They really helped out a lot with
How'd
it.
that fall apart?
Well, it was just some negativity because it was a person who wanted to sign me, before I had this deal, and I signed with him for like 2 years. But what happened was we got into a little situation because he was taking credit for a lot of stuff that we was doing, and my manager wasn't agreeing with that. So a lot of back and forth went with that, and so he decided since we was with 300, he was gonna sabotage our situation. Remind you, my manager's son is Lil Exel.
Sabotage it like with the paperwork?
Yeah.
Yeah, that paperwork is mean than
Yes,
a motherfucker,
mean.
man.
And so I ended up getting out of it, but by the end he did his damage. So instead of me being able to get my Trina joint back up and the budget was already spent, the label was kind of like, yo, we didn't put this money into you, and now we got somebody interfering with it. So what that caused was it was like, yo, we don't want that type of shit around with us. So they curbed me from working with them anymore. And but I was able to get my second single off before this was going on, because while this was going on with Trina shit, that was happening. Like it was taking like 6 months to get all that shit figured out. So by then I hurried up and dropped a joint.
Keep the buzz going.
Yeah, I got the buzz going again. But this time they was like, yo, the first time he did a joint with Trina and it did good. Now let's see how he do by himself. I didn't expect it to do better than what it did, but it did. So the people from my first situation carried over to my next situation because they followed me from there. And then I went crazy on that. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up getting up to like probably about a couple million fans on Spotify. That was like 2 million as far as listeners. And it was going good. And then once the other label sabotaged me, that's when everything started falling apart. And it was falling apart piece by piece. So by the time I ended up getting the Trina joint back on, it was 6 months later, which is hard. People be saying, hey, you can get flagged and then it takes 2 weeks, and after that, you can go to court and settle it out. But, we was fighting and with this dude, and then he not only did that joint, he went into the rest of my catalog and had the rest of my shit flagged. So now all of my catalog is took down, and I lost everything. I lost my fans, I lost my music, my royalties. A lot of stuff went away because there was a lot of, red tape in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And
so now you basically like on some start over shit, rebuild?
Yeah, so I had to rebuild. And during the process of rebuilding, like I was telling you, I lost 3 family members within 2 years. And that was a big toll on me, because one was my father. And when I lost him, I think I just kind of hung it up, man. And I just sat down, and I ended up getting sick and going to the hospital myself because I got sick as hell. So I ended up coming home from that, and people got in my ear. Like, yo, people miss you. We need to get you back out here. Just keep going. And I was like, nah, I didn't want to do that. But then I started hearing all the whack bullshit, the whack music.
What you mean, the whack music from people in the city?
No, just
period,
like the industry.
In the industry?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was just garbage, And it was like, yo, because that's what kind of triggered me again. And I was like, yo, this is nuts. Like, everybody's making garbage.
That's how it go now.
Yeah.
It's easy to get on now, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then I started missing my own self. I said, you know what? I miss my music. And
you ain't making no TikTok-y, catchy little joints you can do the little...
I don't know.
You ain't in that way. You ain't in that vein.
Yeah, I'm not into... I don't care about people, dancing.
That trend.
I'm at the point in my life where I just do things that's more my age, calm. I ain't into all that hard, stupid shit that these niggas doing now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, I don't hate that. It's just not for me. You know what I'm saying? I got my own lane. I just try to stay in it. You know?
So, well, let them know what projects you got out. Man, I wish we had more time to keep going and we could keep going, because I got hella, man, I got joints, man. So, but
I got 5 things for him.
Oh yeah. Before we get up out of here, OG gonna hit him with the questions now, and then we'll give him the we'll let him shout out all this.
All right, if you from Grand Rapids or born and raised or raised here, tell me 5 things you should know about Grand Rapids, your city.
People, places, things, streets, hoods.
Okay.
Food.
Okay, back in the day, before McDonald's was on Wealthy, it was a car wash.
Okay.
Man, anybody said that?
No.
I don't think nobody said that.
Hell no.
Nah,
Yeah.
you gotta be from
Nah.
Wealthy to know that shit.
Okay.
Second thing, Wealthy had a chicken coop
Yeah.
back in the day.
That's two.
And Tim was one of my biggest customers, Speedy Murph.
Hey,
you should know that.
Hey,
That's three.
hey, you about to go to the Hall of Fame. 2 more away from the Hall of Fame.
And I used to like Franklin Eastern back in the day because it was more like Boys in the Hood shit.
Yeah, Franklin.
That's
four.
Yeah. And our football games at Diamond and yeah, we had some real football games.
This used to be crazy.
Yeah. We got some crazy football games. Yeah. Some of the coldest.
You got a good find. You got a good find. That was so.
You got to go to Sigsbee to know about chicken was on Wealthy.
But the Christmas tournaments too. Nobody never said that, but the Christmas.
Oh, somebody gonna steal that because they gonna watch it and hear it and come over here. Yeah, the Christmas tournament.
But the Christmas
that was a big thing back in Grand Rapids.
The Christmas tournament. Crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, I wish we had more time, man, and sit here and kick it with y'all, man. We could probably rap all night, man. Our chemistry was just, man, we could just kick it. You know, this is our first time really kicking it with him and seeing what he got going on, and you know, it was great. It was a great time. I wish we had more time, but y'all know how it go. We got to get up out of here. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Street Soldier Saturdays come on every Saturday, man. We kicking that shit at 6:30. Make sure you tell everybody, man. Please like and share and subscribe this for us, man. Yo, make sure your Aux33. Tell them all your
my business. All right.
Social medias, your woo wops, your b-bams.
Yeah, everything is I am Dre Banks, man. Y'all follow me. Y'all check out my new tape coming out May 19th. I got a new joint called I'm the Man. Check out my past stuff with me, Styles P, Trina, Benzino, AZ, Miss Toy. I got a new joint with Miss Toy right now. Miss, you can do it, put your back into it. And it's called Need a Puff right now, produced by super producer Baby Paul out of Queens, New York. And yeah, man, I'm here in Grand Rapids and I got a lot of good stuff going. So fuck with your boy, you know what it is, you heard?
Man, appreciate you coming through, man. Make sure y'all follow him on all platforms, man. Make sure you follow us on all platforms. Make sure you download the app Aux33. Make sure you download Twitch. Follow us on Twitch, get in that VIP, man, for all the gifts and all the exclusive content. Get in there, man. Follow us, man. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to build for the city, man. Come on the show if you got something going on, man. It's Jock City. It's Head DiBiase. It's OGOZ. Dre Banks on the special guest, man, tonight, man. We out of here. Street Soldiers.
Yeah.